So, what, by the time Ryan was 11, 12 years old, you know, there was no way he could keep up with the other kids. So I sent him to super camp. And that super camp was a camp for kids to get them really enthused about school and education. And Ryan just had a chip on his shoulder because he couldn't keep up with the other kids. And he was always getting in trouble, and they were going to kick him out. So I went up to the school. This was in San Jose, California. I flew out there, picked him up, and we drove to San Francisco. And we went to a Marriott hotel. And then I just sat down and had this discussion with him, role-playing about how you get along with other people. The same kind of things that I sent you that email today. Now, he was about 12 years old at the time. And then I said, and then we started role-playing how that looks, what that looks like. I said, okay, I'm just some guy you met. I'm not your dad. You don't know what I do, okay? And so you just started asking me some of these questions that we played back and forth with. Well, he got pretty good at it. I said, okay, now your job, okay, since you're not in camp, this camp is you got to go find somebody and do exactly what you did with me. Okay? Go. It's like a 12-year-old kid, right? In a big hotel. So while he was going, I was standing where he couldn't tell I was watching, because this was just his job. He went down to the swimming pool area, and I suggested he go down to the pool area, where I could see through the glass and see what he was doing. And he found some business guy there, about my age now, this was 20 years ago. And he struck up this conversation. Now, they got into a huge discussion because this business guy out of nowhere, here's a 12-year-old kid wanting to know where he's from, if he's got a family, tell me about your kids and your hobbies. I mean, this goes on for 45 minutes, right? This guy can't believe it, and he's enthralled that he can just walk up to somebody and they've become a friend. He says goodbye, he starts looking for me while I act like I'm coming around the corner. Oh, hi, hey, how you doing, son? Oh, Dad, you can't believe it. This business guy I met from Minnesota, and he's telling me all about, you know, his wife, his kids, and he's all really excited. I said, that's really wonderful. So you have a new friend that's from Minnesota? He said, yeah, he knew his name and everything. I said, well, go make another friend. So by the end of the day, he had 4 new friends, and he had spent anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour with each one. We went to bed that night talking about how exciting it was to be involved with other people. Next morning we got it up and we did it the whole day. Only this time we went out. We did different things. We went down to the Golden Gate Bridge area and over to Pier 39, crowded places, and people, you know, everybody's got their own little thing going. And he just started talking to people, 12-year-old kid. Hey, can I call you back in a minute? Okay, bye. And that changed his life forever. I mean, it was a permanent rewiring of his brain that now he could take control of situations and get people to talk. 2 years later, Anthony Robbins, the big 6'8" guy, so we went to an Anthony Robbins seminar. And, you know, part of the seminar, it's all rah, 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 you know, fresh fruit. I mean, you're up for 12 hours. Build a big bonfire, put the coals out, walk barefoot across the hot coals, and I mean, you know, walk the fire t-shirt. He's still got this green, you know, I walked the fire with Tony Robbins, right? And it was all NLP. It's all entertainment, it's all, you know, high-powered NLP. And then I got him in the Dale Carnegie course, and I went with him to these. So we were doing it together, we practiced these things together. And, you know, that just changed his whole life. I mean, he became where there was no stranger out there.